All right, you guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to Sunday Q&A, where I answer any question you have about wholesaling houses. This is your day, so drop in the comment. Let me know what question you have. Let me see here. Let me see if I can move this back just a tiny bit. See if we can get better. Perfect. Any questions you guys have about wholesaling houses, drop it in the comment. And as you enter the live stream, smash the thumbs up for me. Just finished doing an interview with Jack. So I don't have a whole lot of you guys asking, hey Khang. So basically I'm bringing Jack back for a another interview. He did his first, we did subscriber first wholesale deal with him about back in April or March earlier this year, and it's nice to bring people back and see kind of where they're at in their business. What did they do after their first wholesale deal? Where did they take their business to? So just finished that up. Any question you guys have about wholesaling houses, this is your day. Drop it in the comment and let's get it answered. As I give you guys some shout out, you guys share the live streams, get people onto the show, get people onto the Wholesaling Houses family. And let's build this channel. Let's blow it up. Got my power drinks ready here. This is the protein drinks. Gotta protein it up. So let me get into the channel here so we can answer some of you guys' questions. I'm gonna give you guys some shout out for those of you who are new to the channel. As you enter the live stream, smash the thumbs up for me. If you find any value out of this video, smash the thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Also, too, is those of you who missed out on the live cold call. Man, I feel bad for you. Check out the live cold call that I did yesterday. We did probably 5 live cold call now. It's a live cold call role playing. So if you haven't checked those out, remember to check it out. And also too is the live cold call we did yesterday. If we get 500 thumbs up, 500 likes, I'll try to make it as a priority where I'll do it twice a week, Friday and Saturday, to help you improve your phone skill and communication skill and negotiation skill with the seller so you can lock more property up on contract, convert more of these leads into actual deals. I have some of you guys ask me, so Khang, what's behind you? What's behind me is this, let me see here. Obviously wholesale checks, some of the memorable wholesale checks. This is the next car that I want to get. I think it's the Ferrari, I don't know, 488 or the F12. But we'll see. That's a 3 year from now goal. So let me see here. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna give you some shout out. As I shout out your names, smash the thumbs up for me. Any question you guys have about regarding wholesaling houses, drop it in the comment. And if I don't know the answer, I'll let you guys know I don't know the answer to it, because I am not a know-it-all guy. But I'll do my best. So we got Steve N. Will you live session start? Yes, it is starting. Freddie, what up, Freddie? Dude, that's what I'm talking about, Freddie. That's a lot of thumbs up. That's what I want to see. Kira, have you done an apartment complex? No, but we have bought an apartment for to keep as a rental. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. We did do a. Oh my God, I am sorry. Yes, we did do a. We did do an apartment. I think there was like 8 or 12 units. Did a wholesale on that one. Made 75 Gs on that deal. Didn't do a double closing because if I did a double closing, it would, this buyer here bought from us before. So I go ahead and use the addendum. I go ahead and send the assignment agreement to the buyer, have them drop off their non-refundable. I think I had him drop off like $20,000 non-refundable, and then I sent over the addendum to like 4 days before closing, sharing with him exactly how much our assignment fee is and that's how I get away without doing a double closing, but getting the buyer already drop off the non-refundable so they can't back out. If they do, if they find out, well, Khang is making 75 G's on this deal, I'm going to back out. Well, or I'm going to renegotiate. Well, you're going to lose 20 G's. All right, you're going to lose 20K, and I can go to the seller, offer the seller a couple thousand, 5,000 to extend it out so I can find another buyer. All right, you guys, that's a little tips and tricks to deal with your buyer. But yeah, because on $1 million, if I do a double closing, that would have cost me roughly about $30,000 in closing cost fees. So didn't do it. Liz, Big D, yo, happy Sunday. Jamal, Lily, I'm here. I have some question. Well, Jamal, Lily, the game garage guy, drop it in the comment then. Billy, what up, man? Happy Sunday. You have an echo. Oh shit. Can you guys hear me just fine? Can you guys hear me just fine? Let me know. Let me see here. Yes, we can. Yes. Okay, perfect. Tina Stanley, Robin Miller. I can't pronounce your name, Robin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce your name. Paul. David. All right, you guys. What is your question? How did you start building? I guess what you meant by how did you start building? Okay, Okay, got it. How did you start building momentum? Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce that word. How did you start building momentum? It's pretty much basically after you do your first deal, then you get more confident, right? Then you take the money, then you reinvest into the marketing channel that is working for you. So whether you're cold calling, you're doing bandit sign, you go door knocking, driving for dollars, you sending letters, or you're sending postcard. But after that first deal or a couple deals, is that you just reinvest that money into the marketing channel that's working for you. And once you have that confidence, things just start getting rocking and rolling, especially when you have some fuel, right? When you start getting that fuel back into your tank. Because as you're going, you're spending the money, investing in program, courses, things here and there. So you will start, it felt like you were putting out a lot of time, a lot of money to reinvest, but things are just not happening. So you kind of feel drained, right? You're feeling a little drained, you're feeling a little down, you feel a little worried, right? But after you get that, trust me, the confidence is what's going to build you up. The confidence is what gets the ball rolling, because now you know that, my God, I just closed my first deal. This is possible. And then you start having that confidence. Then you reinvest that money into whatever that marketing channel is working for you. And then with that confidence, things just going to start picking up. All right. And then it just one after another, and then once it's just going, it's just gonna keep on going if you keep on reinvesting into the business, right? To grow it. And the thing is, like, the longer you're in the business, the more people know you, and then now all of a sudden deals that will come to your table from realtor that knows you, or maybe other investor wholesalers starting to bring deals to you, and you do like a joint venture together and things like that. So things start to rolling and pick up as you're in the business longer, right? So once your name is out there and people start knowing you, that's when things even picking up more. All right, the tractions. So when you first got in, obviously nobody knows you. Like when my wife and I first got into real estate, nobody knows us, right? Nobody's in the area knows about us. But after a while, you start to put your name out there. So it's about taking action and putting your name out there, meeting anybody you meet, you come in contact with, you tell them exactly what you do. Hey, my name is Khang. I work with a local investment group, or I work for this company. We buy houses for cash. We buy them in any condition, any situation. if you or you know anybody that's interested in getting a cash offer, hassle-free sale, boom, give us a call. All right. And if everyone you talk to, whether they're a realtor or they're not a realtor, everyone you came in contact with, if you start putting your name out there, things are going to start to happen eventually. And then eventually you get to the point where you have the money to market, then you don't have to go around and tell people if you don't want to, right? Because right now nobody knows. I mean, my buyers, they don't see me. My seller, they don't see me. So eventually once you start building up the cash, you start doing, you don't have to do it. That's, you know what I mean? So you don't have to do the things you don't want to do once you start making the money. Sam, where can I find necessary contract for assignment and purchasing? Sam, you either purchase my King Kong Seller Script package, which include all the contract, addendum, the double closing, everything that I use, or I know there are free one that you can find online. You can go to the Wholesaling Houses Facebook group. There are many groups that will give you out the agreement for free. All right. So just want to let you know that the one place you want to go to is go to Bigger Pockets. I think there's people on there that you can connect with that they can give you out free contracts, or you can go on to the Wholesaling Houses Facebook group. But there's a lot of them that you can. Alex, does it make sense to still use direct mail? Yep, that's what we're using, man. Majority of our money, probably about 35 G's, go to direct mail. One of my friends received 11 different white letters from different wholesaler. Yep, man. That's how it is, dude. Like, everybody wants to get into the wholesaling houses, the real estate investing game now. So, yes, there are competition in every single market. Obviously, there are other markets that are way more competitive than the other. But it's all about consistently doing it and doing it, all right? Eventually, it's whoever can just can hustle more, man. But there are plenty of deals and plenty of money for everyone. That's what I do want to let you know. How do you take seller from maybe to a yes, I want to sell the house today? Shield investment. I mean, when it comes to converting seller, not converting, right? But they somewhat have some sense of motivation in selling. But it's about, you got to know how to talk to these sellers. Some of you guys, if you listen to the live cold call, man, it's like if you listen to the live cold call, some of them thinks they're good or decent. And some of you guys will comment like, oh my God, I'll give it a 10. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it 9. That's because you guys don't know what good is or what better is. So you're thinking that is good because you haven't exposed to what is better or what is like good, right? So you don't know. But man, if you don't know how to communicate and talk to the seller and asking the right questions, right? When you come to negotiating with the seller and knowing how to get them to like, yes, somewhat I'm interested in selling, to like getting them to come down on price because all your questions and all your question and all your negotiation questions make sense. So when I first started out, when I get seller to drop price, I said, can you go any lower? Is that the best you can do? Like what's the lowest you take? It's not good enough. That's what I'm telling you. It's not good enough. You need to give the seller the reason why they need to lower their price, all right? And without knowing what to say, they're not going to drop the price. Obviously, another technique to get seller to drop price is pull up low comps, right? Low comps, and then let the seller knows what are selling in the area by pulling all the low comps, showing them all the low comps that are selling in the area. Okay, this one comes from Denise of Humor, who I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Do you know a title company can wire money to wholesaler that lives overseas? Absolutely, man. As long as you got a I don't know. I don't know if you have to have a U.S. bank account, but yes, they can wire you the money. You don't have to leave where you are at. So my wife and I, we like to go pick up checks. It makes us excited. When we get the checks, we like it. Some people just don't like it. Some people like, hey, I just like it to wire into my account. But they can just wire the money into your account without you leaving wherever you're at. What is a good strategy for putting out bandit sign? Now, Jamil Scott, probably pronounced your name wrong, and I apologize. I don't do bandit sign, but dude, it's just about taking massive action and just put out as many as you can, man. I don't know what you mean by good strategy. I just know that you have to put it up Friday. You got to take it down Sunday. Some area, it's illegal. Like, you can't do it, you get a fine. The cop's going to call you. So, but yeah, man. Luke, what up, man? Happy Sunday. David, the real KJ Spring. Who is another wholesaler you trust as far as information on YouTube? I don't know. I don't watch. Like, when I first started out, I watched a lot, but now I don't. I don't know if there's anyone that I watch. But I do know that there are a couple people I interview, but two of them that puts an impression in me. One is Max Maxwell, so go check him out. The other one is Ty, aka the Flip Man. I just know that they both probably put out a ton of information. All right, you guys. Digital cash. Yo, what up? Any questions? Dinero production, dude. This is not a cold call, so you don't put in your phone number, man. If you guys like the cold call, then check out the video from yesterday's. Give me some thumbs up. If we get 500 likes, then I'll try and make it as a priority to do it twice a week. Right now, I'm committed to do it once a week. John Rock, how do you stay commit when just starting out and making lots of mistakes? John Rock, let me tell you this, man. It doesn't matter how much information you gather or get. Even if you get a mentor, you are going to make mistakes, man. You are going to make mistakes, all right? No matter what. Now, what I'm telling you is how do you stay committed when you start starting out is you just got to know that there's nothing else you want more than to succeed. There is nothing you want more than to succeed, right? And so majority of people start out, they run into a speed bump. They run into a wall. Like pretty much they run into a problem. And they try a couple things to solve the problem. Or they get so stressed out, they get so overwhelmed, and maybe they're going at it for a while and they haven't seen results. You guys got to understand, what keeps people going is seeing progress and results. And if they don't see that, some people will back down and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go back to do what I used to do. I'm more comfortable. I'm more happy. This is just too much. And that's when you know the real you. Like, are you a true go-getter? Like, go-getter. Like, goal. G-O-L. G-O-A-L. Go-getter. Are you a entrepreneur? Are you someone that said, hey, are you the one that said, this is what I truly want. Like, I want this. Not some of those said, oh, I want it, but I will only do what is what is easy, but not what is hard. Because when it comes to something hard, like, you know you have to do it, but you just you don't really do it. All right? So, but you just have to stay committed, man, and understand that if you don't commit to this and you're going to start something else, same thing is going to happen. Every single journey will have ups and downs. It's the one that's willing to go through the downs, right? There's down time, and they just keep pushing and going, because they keep their eyes, their focus on one goal. and that is to either do their first wholesale deal or to succeed in this business. They said, I don't care what it takes, but I'm going to get to the point where I either close my first wholesale deal or I'm going to take this business to a 10K a month, 20K a month, 50K a month. I don't care what I need to do morally, all right? I'm not talking about stepping on anybody's toes. I'm not talking about going out there scamming anybody, but morally, they said, I'm going to do whatever it takes morally to get to where I want it to be. And they just stay committed, man. It's like a marriage, right? You know that when you go into a marriage, there's not always going to be rainbows and stars. There's not going to be always good times, right? You guys are going to have time where you guys fight. But it's the commitment that you make to each other at the beginning when you got into the marriage. It's saying, hey, we're going to stick together to thick and thin and for the rest of our life. And that is the commitment that you need to make if you want to succeed in this business. Because you know, man, it ain't going to be rainbows and stars, bro. So I hope that answered your question. Let me see here. Sam Brooks, what up, Sam? Any questions? Drop it in the comment. John Rock, I hope that answered your question, man. If that doesn't, drop me a comment and let me know. And John, everybody makes mistakes, dude. Everybody that have succeed in this business make mistakes. So if you're making mistakes, the answer is you're on the right track and you're okay, man. Just keep going. Learn from your mistakes. Don't do it again. Learn from your mistake and just move on, bro. You got to be able to shake it off and just move on and keep your eyes on the price. And that is whether to your first wholesale deal or just to scale your business. How do you come up with the name of Wholesale to Million? For those of you who are my OG, who've been following me since the day that I started out with YouTube, let me ask you guys a question. How did you I actually mentioned this already on like one video, and this is I'm gonna test you guys to see how much you guys know. So why did I come up with the Wholesale to Millions as a name for my channel? Drop me a comment, let me know. B Cot Studio, I put out 50 sign and got 2 calls. Yeah, man, I just got done interviewing with Jack. He scaled his business. He started out back in March of 2018, and now his main release source is bandit sign. He puts out 50 bandit signs a week. So yeah, 50 bandit signs that he puts out every week. He takes them down, put them up, 50 signs, and now he's doing about 30G a month in wholesaling. Jay, how do you feel about wholesaling commercial property? Jay, if I were you, man, if you're first starting out, just stick with single family, dude. Just stick with single family, nice and simple. As you grow, right? As you grow, as you get more better, you're getting just good at this. Then you can get into commercial and things like that, man. But I would just stick with something simple, single family home, dude. Single family, duplex, fourplex, something like that. I wouldn't get into like commercial storefront or anything like that. I don't get into vacant land. Not saying that there aren't people that are doing that. There are people doing that and making a lot of money. I'm just saying when you first start out, keep it simple, bro. Lou, what up, Lou? The bomb. What do you guys think about the channel? I see no progress. Steve, and I see no progress, still not giving up. Steve, let me ask you this. When you look at, like, keep your eyes on what, like don't forget where you come from. So to get motivated, let me share something with you guys. Like right now, to get motivated, a lot of time people are looking at like kind of where they're going, like the big mountains, like they're big mountains that they're gonna climb, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm just never gonna get there. I've been at this for a long time. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, and they get discouraged, right? Because you've been going at this for a while. Now look back at how far you have came. When you first started, did you know about this? Did you know that you can do this? Did you know that you can do that? Right? So look back at how far you have came. Now, let me tell you guys another thing is to keep yourself motivated is you got to find something positive out of the negative to see. All right? And that's kind of what I do. And let me tell you guys why. Because you want to put yourself in the action-taking mode. Not in a mode where you're like, oh man, I haven't done anything for 6 months. I don't know. Like when you feel down, obviously you don't want to take action. You don't want to do anything. So you want to find something. Doesn't matter if find something that you're grateful for. Find something that's positive that energize you to like keep going. Right? Find something. So look at the progress you have made. When you first started, did you know that, hey, that you can say this to the seller? Did you know that you can go out and lock property up on contract and potentially, once you figure this out, that you can make so much money? You just need to keep going to get this process figured out. And you know that there's plenty of time for you to make money. Even if you put out a year. Let me tell you something. If you're willing to work for somebody for a whole entire year, then what is it so bad if you invest in yourself for the whole entire year and then you just start seeing results? Maybe, you know, after that year, that could be your last year that you work for that company, or that could be the last 6 months you work for that company. Does that make sense, you guys? So look at the bright side, right? Look at okay, I'm not talking about, you know, just think positive and everything will turn out good. No, there's time where I try to think positive, bad things happen. But what I'm trying to say is recognize what's going on. All right, man, I've been at this for 6 months. Maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. Maybe I haven't, maybe there's some missing link that I need to figure out, right? Recognize what it is, but I'm telling you is you got to shake it off, shake it off, right? Shake it off and then put yourself into, you know what? Wow, man. You know, I've been at this for 6 months. I haven't got any deals, but man, look at how much stuff I have learned. Look at how much stuff that I have discovered. And look, if I just do one deal, you know, and if I just go one deal, that I can, you know, that first deal, man, it could be a 10,000, it could be 20,000, it could be 30,000. So if I land that first deal, man, you know what I mean? So find something that excites you again. I really hope that helps, you know, because when I was, when I first started, my wife and I did the same thing, right? It took us 6 months to get our first deal, and we're walking around the neighborhood, you know, so much information, and we got so much overwhelmed, and we're like, man, like when are we going to get this figured out, right? When are we going to get this figured out? So we felt like, man, this is just too much, right? And we're spending money here and there, traveling, buying course, buying program, going, and not, you know, obviously, and it gets discouraged. But we're like, you know what? But we're, you know, if we let go now, if we give up now, all the time that we have invested, gone. And if we find another business, guess what happened? We're gonna start at ground zero again and work our way up again. So we're like, the only thing we can do is just keep on going and knowing that there's so many people have already made it. Then why can't we? So we just keep going and just think, you know, think of something positive and just keep going. So enough of that. Let's get some questions. Any other questions? Okay, this coming from Ford. I'm just going to pronounce your last name because I don't know the first name. Can I wholesale under 18 if I JV? Yes, you can wholesale if you're under 18. If you're going to lock property up on a contract, obviously you probably want to use your parent name, or maybe you get into a partnership with somebody, right? Get somebody that's over the age of 18 and get them to sign the agreement. All right? When it comes to the purchase and sale agreement, now, hey, that's my opinion. I'm not giving you any kind of legal advice, anything like that, so I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not giving you any kind of legal advice. That's just my tips, my personal opinion. That's something that you can do, is get somebody that's over 18, mom, dad, or a brother, sister, or a friend, or whoever that you can connect with, and then just have them sign the purchase and sale agreement. But if you are co-wholesale, yeah, like you don't need it. You know, if you're wholesale, if you just JV somebody locked that deal up in the contract, and now you're just helping them buying, finding the buyer, yeah, man. So you don't need to be 18. Delano Johnson, because you're going to wholesale to millions. These of humor wholesales your way to millionaire. Yeah, so you guys, I came up with the name Wholesale to Million because some of you guys have known that when my wife and I first started out, we started out as fix and flip, and my life was just hectic and was just a disaster. And when I transitioned myself into wholesaling, we did wholesale our way to millions, and we just eliminate and cut out the fix and flip. But that's where I came up with the name, because literally it wasn't fix and flip to millions, it was wholesale to millions. Oh man. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, we're 30 minutes in already. Khang, JVC. Khang, some buyers want 65 to 70% ROI. Is that the same as 30% in your formula? Yes. Yes. So when I say 30%, 25%, and 20%, to me it makes more sense when I say, oh, buyer wants 30% off. It doesn't make sense to me when I say, oh, the buyer wants 70% off, or 70 cents on the dollar. Like that to me, it doesn't make sense when, you know, but it's the exact same thing. It just makes more sense to me because I think as if like I'm selling a product or a piece of clothing, right? If it's 30% off, I know, okay, if it's $1, it's 70 cents. If it's $100, it's $70. If it's 25% off, you know, so it's easy for me that way. That's why I say 30%, 25%, or 20%. I don't use the 70% formula. But the exact same thing. Jessica has had my first appointment with the first month of doing this. Woo! You guys smash the thumbs up for Jessica. First appointment. Nice. All right, Khang, I see you have new equipment for the video. Absolutely. I'm trying to move up into the game. This is my mic. So it's great for interview with people. I have right in the back, it's the lighting. Jacob. What up, buddy? Jacob Nicholson. Austin Montiata, buying the King Kong seller script package today. Baro, I want to say congrats, man. Congrats for taking that first step, investing in yourself, and believing the products that I'm going to sell you. That will change your whole selling game, which will take your life to a whole nother level, bro. Man, when you bought the package, bro, drop me a comment, go back to this video, or go back to the cold calling video, listen to those guys that's on the call, and let me know if it's worth every single penny that you have spent. And when you go onto our Massive Action Facebook family, drop us a post, and we'll give you a warm welcome to the Massive Action Taker family, bro. But I want to say congrats, dude, and be ready, man. Be ready when those seller calls in. Dude, you're going to lock them up under contract. Luke, answer my question, Khang. What is your question, dude? Hold on, Luke. What is your question, man? Luke, what is your question, man? Drop it in the comment. What is a good way to start virtual wholesaling? Morris, a good way to start virtual wholesaling is you to check out my video where I share with you like 9 different steps, step by step, how to start virtually wholesale. The first one, I'll tell you right now, is to make a commitment. Because this is not going to be an easy journey. All right? So the first is you got to make a commitment, man, knowing that this is the business that you are willing to put out 12 months, go 1 year, just 1 year at it to commit to succeed. All right? The next thing is obviously just follow it, and then just watch my video, man. Out of all of the wholesale guru, mentor, coaches, whatever you want to call it, I feel Khang will lead me to the right direction just because he is the real, genuine, the bomb. Lou Anderson, dude, thank you for the kind word, man. But to be honest with you, there's some really, really great people out there, man. There honestly some really, really great people out there. But I want to say thank you so much for the kind word, man. It's like when when you're being put up there, dude. Yeah, it's now you got to keep it up to that expectation. But man, I want to say thank you so much. But to let you guys know, there are plenty of good people out there that are willing to give back and to help you in this. It's about you that needs to take the massive action taker, that needs to take the massive actions and filter out what works and what don't work, right? What you hear something from people, not everything that I say will make sense to you or you like. You'd be like, that doesn't work, so throw it out. Take only the stuff that you want. And let me tell you one more thing, people connect with people. So some people will be like, Khang, I don't like him, man. He's Asian. His English is bad. I don't even know why seller would even talk to him on the phone. I'm just kidding. But, people connect with certain people. So, but I want to let you know there's plenty of good people out there, man. The Garden of Stephen. You are the best, King Kong. How many King Kong seller package have you sold? Well, let me tell you. I don't mind. Let me tell you how many people are in the group right now. As you guys can see, I don't know how you do this, but you can't see, but there's 182 members since I started this private Facebook group, and to get access, you got to purchase either my Wife Lawn Super Marketing Blueprint or the King Kong Seller Script Package. And I'm so proud of this. That's why I'm going to share with you. We have 182 members that's currently on there right now. And let me tell you what's so nice about this community. Everyone that have purchased that was in the group, they have already made a commitment to themselves that they're going to succeed in this business. And so far, we have nobody have left the group. And there's two requirements when you join the private Facebook group. If you want to leave, one, you must first do your wholesale deal. Second is you're outgrown the group. There is no more value that we can add to you. That means you must be doing over $250K a month. All right, but there's 182 people on there, and every single one of them are giving back, you guys. There's people on there that have already closed their first deal. There are people on there that have gone to do $30,000, $50,000 a month. So a V is on there. She does over 140 G's already within 4 to 5 months of in the business. And she's on there helping, giving back, giving feedback, answering questions. There's just so much value on there. And, I like to keep a small community, right? That's why I don't want to make it public. If you want to, there are so many other Facebook page out there that you can be a part of. Right? But everyone on there, you guys, they're not just like this. They're not just yappy. They're not talker. They're doer. They're massive action taker. All right? Because you know why? They have already put up the money and invested in themselves. It's just the only way is just to go up, man. Luke, what's your question, man? Drop it in the comment. And some of you guys put some funny comments. Some of you guys are just super kind, super kind, super nice to me, and things like that. And I want to say thank you so much, and thank you every single one of you guys that are part of this Wholesale to Million family. Thank you so much for helping the channel grow to where it is today. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I want to let you know that. Niley Lee, yes, we must stay focused and keep our reason why. Yes. And hard work, you guys, hard work will pay off. Now, let me tell you about hard work. You can't work hard, like basically what it is Basically what it is when you first started out, you're going to have to work hard, but eventually working hard is just not enough. Then you got to work smart, which means now you have the money to start leveraging. All right, so don't get me mixed up by just working hard, working hard, working hard, working hard. But once you get to the point where you have the cash, then you're going to work smart, which means you start outsourcing, hire on people, doing the things you don't want to do. But first, I believe, anyway, in my opinion, you must do what you don't like to do, so one day you can do everything that you love and enjoy to do. But first, you must make the sacrifice. There is a price that you have to pay. Each and every single one of us must pay our dues and must pay our price for the level of success that we want. Obviously, the higher your goal is, the more things that you have to sacrifice and you have to give up to achieve that goal. You know, some of you guys, if you guys only want to make $5,000 or $10,000 a month, to me, actually, that's very easy to do. Knowing what I know now, but when I first started out, that was like, what the heck, man? That would be so cool if I can do that. Steven Johnson, this might be a stupid question, but are you using 1 or 2 LLC per deal? Dude, you use 1 LLC for your entire wholesaling career, dude. Some people might have 2, I mean, but it's not like you create an LLC for each and every single new deals that you put on the contract. You just set up 1 business LLC and you just use that LLC for every transaction, because all you do is you're just assigning your rights to buy that property over to a new people or a new company. So they're going to have to set up their own LLC or put in their personal name. So hope you don't get that mixed up. John N. on cold calls. If seller asks, how did you get my phone number? How would you come back with a rebuttal? John N. John, if you purchase my King Kong seller script package, jump onto the private Facebook group. I got you covered. 15 different rebuttal, right, objections that you can come back. Well, for example, on this one, John. So, John, if I call you, I cold call you, you'd be like, well, how do you get my phone number? John, I was giving a list, a phone number of qualified property owner. I don't say the word home. I was giving a list, a phone number from qualified property owners that I'm supposed to call to see if they have a house or a property that they want to sell or receive a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer from us within 24 to 48 hours. I was giving a list from my company to call you, right? To call you to see if you're interested, all right, or have a property that you're looking to sell, hoping to sell, or receiving a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer. And John, you'd be like, no, man, take me off your list. Take you off the list, right? So now you're going to come back and you just don't end the call. What you want to do, John, is you want to plant the seeds. John, I understand that at this time you want us to remove you from the list, which is completely fine. But let me tell you this before I let you go, John. If you ever consider selling or the needs ever arise where you would consider selling, please give us a call back and we can give you a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer within the next 24 to 48 hours. I do want to let you know that we are looking to buy properties within the next 30 to 60 days. And so you want to plant the seeds. So call us back if you ever consider. All right? And then thank you so much for your time, John. Boom. Right? So you don't want just to end the call. You want to plant the seeds, right? Or you could say something like this. John, I understand that this time, obviously you want us to take you off the list. No problem at all. We can certainly do that. But I want to tell you this before I let you go, which is if you, do you know anybody, if you know anybody that are looking for a hassle-free sale or looking to get a cash offer on their property, you know, then if you refer us to them, all right, if you refer them to us, and if we end up buying it, we'll give you a referral fee of a $500 or $1,000. And then he'll be like, no. But at least you plant something in their mind before you hung up. Is that correct? And you guys, those of you who purchased my King Kong Seller Script package, man, when you buy it and then watch the video where I share with you how I go through the script, and then what I want you to do is go back and watch the live cold call that I did with all the other people, and I promise you, you're going to see why people are having trouble locking you up on the contract, because they are having a tough time talking to seller, asking the right question, handle the objection, leading the seller from the beginning all the way to closing. Nigel Lee, when I buy the King Kong Seller Skip package, will I be able to print out everything? Absolutely, Lee. Everything is digital and everything is for you. So you can reuse it again, you can print it out. It's for you. Yes, you can print it out if you want to. You can go on your phone. You can get it on your phone, desktop, laptop. We got you all covered. Got you all covered. And you guys, the thing is, before you guys make the purchase, don't buy it unless you are ready and committed to succeed. You are ready and committed and saying, Khang, I am ready to take my life and my business to the next level. I don't want to be 6 months from now or a year from now trying to figure this out. I don't want to be in the same spot 6 months from now or a year from now. Some of you guys want to do the freeway. That is fine. You'd be like, well, I can give you the tools that you can buy it. It's all ready for you. Now all you need to do is worry about something else. Worry about, marketing and then getting your phone to ring so you can lock these property under contract, because now you already know how to talk to the seller. But some of you, I understand you might not have the money for it, or you have the money, but you want to try to figure out yourself and do the freeway, which is completely fine. But you got to understand, now you are spending time trying to figure this out, and that 30 days, 60 days could have cost you 1 deal, 2 deals, who knows? All right? So, but I don't want you guys to buy it and not use it. That's why I'm saying it's a no refund, no exchange. Only for those of you who say, Khang, I am ready, man. I'm ready to take my life, my business to the next level. I'm ready to start this journey. I just don't want to see my next 2019, 2020 to be the same like my 2018, my 2017. I'm just ready, man. And trust me, man, when you buy it, you go back, listen to the cold call, boom, blow it up. And be honest, go back, drop me a comment, and be completely honest and let me know. Those of you who purchased my King Kong Seller Script package, drop me a comment, let me know. Don't worry about, you're not gonna offend me, you're not gonna make me mad, you're not gonna make me upset. Even if I am, what am I gonna do? You're like somewhere else, right? So drop me a comment, let me know, man. Be honest. Now don't lie. You can lie to me, but don't lie to anybody else that's gonna buy it. You can lie to me, but don't lie to anyone that's gonna buy it and reinvest in it. Right? And put in investment. So give your truth, honest opinion. I don't care. Drop it in the comment. Happy Sunday, Khang. What time does Sunday Q&A start? I don't know, man. At first, I try to do at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, but it's just any time. I just don't have a time because my schedule, there's just no time. There's just no schedule. How quickly do you send the buyer to inspect the property after locking it up? As quickly as possible. Whenever you can line the showing up between the seller and the buyer, that's when you want to set the appointment as quickly as possible. All right, you guys share the live stream. Now let me share something with you guys. To me, the best Christmas gift that you can get for somebody, a friend, a family member, or somebody that you believe that has the work ethic, right? That are a hard worker, that are hustler, right? That have that business entrepreneurship or something like that. That has the work ethic, but they're working hard for somebody else, or you're seeing they're working on the wrong business. Share this live stream with them. Share the channel with them. Because giving them a fish is one thing, but teaching them and showing them and expose them to a business that can potentially change their life financially, only for those that has a work ethic and are willing to work hard. Not for some of those that want to get rich quick, man. It's just not gonna work. Luke, get a JV agree. Okay, that's not a question. Bum, ba-da-ba. Chad, what is your go-to question when figuring out seller magic number? Chad, so basically what you're saying is that what kind of question do I ask to get the sellers to give you the lowest they'll take? Well, in my King Kong Seller script, there's 3 questions that I share with you that you need to ask the seller. So it's not one, but 3 times. And they're all different questions, but all point to the same thing, is what's the lowest that you can get them down to. So it's a secret, man. If you want to know what it is, you gotta buy it, bro. I'm sorry to do that to you, man. Steve Anagan, how to shift expectation of homeowners that are asking a lot of money for their property. So basically, Steve, I think you're trying to ask is that when seller has high expectation where they want to get retail or more, how do you change them? How do you get them to come down? Some seller, it's just, you can battle with them, right? You can battle with them and you can show, right? You can battle with them trying to get them to come down. You can tell them that, they want, but for me, I think that the seller has to have they have to be reasonable, all right? If they tell you, the property is worth $100K, but I want $200,000 or I want $150,000, then there's no reason why to waste time with those seller, all right? But if they're seller that have somewhat motivation, but then, that came down like from 5 or 10, and how do you get them to come down more? It's by asking the right questions, and also is show them comps, right? Comparables that are so in the area, and you want to find the lowest one and start showing them that one. And then you're going to start minusing the closing costs. Then you're going to start minusing the realtor fees and things like that to get them to come down. Because if they were to list their property and sell it on the market, that's all the thing that they have to pay for. But the nice thing about going with your company is that they don't have to, all right? So you got to start knocking them down like that. Khang, what is your follow-up system? How long you follow up with this prospect seller? So this is coming from Salin. So basically what we do is, it really depends, right? It really depends. If a seller that calls in that are not motivated at all, we'll touch base with them. We'll touch base with them 30, 60, 90 days. If they're somewhat interested but not ready, or if they have somewhat, like, they'd say the property's at 100K, but they will sell for like 95, and we talk with them and they just wouldn't come down, those one will do a 15, 30, 60, and 90 days. And if there's our seller where we make the offer and we're now like 20,000 apart, then we'll follow up with them like 2 days later, 2 days later or 3 days later, and then we continue just hit them up 2 days, 3 days, and then we'll go to 15 days. And then just keep on touching base with them. And a lot of time I change it up where I'm not the one who keep on following up with them. I'll change it over to one of my team member and follow up with them. Luke, what is your question, man? I want to make sure I get your question answered as well. Let me see here. Oh, okay. This is a question I get a lot of you guys DM me on Instagram. For those of you who haven't followed me on IG, on Instagram, hit me up on IG. Go to khang.wtm, like a period, Khang period .wtm. Follow me on Instagram. And this one come from Blake's. It's Khang. Hey Khang, can you use the same contract you use for seller and the end buyer? Answer is no. The purchase and this is what I also give you all my contract in my King Kong seller script package, all right? Because there are a couple different agreement that you guys need to understand. The first one is the purchase and sale agreement with you and the seller. Okay? The assignment agreement is completely different. For us, it's a 2-page. For us, it's a I think for us, it's a 2-page assignment agreement. All right? That's with you and the end buyer. And now if you were to do a double closing, that is a different purchase and sale contract between you and the end buyer, because the purchase and sale agreement between you and the seller protects you as the potential buyer. Now you're going to sell the property because you're doing a double closing over to your end buyer. If you were to use the purchase and sale with the seller, it's going to protect your end buyer. And obviously, that's not what you want, do you? So, so the purchase and sale agreement between us and the end buyer, the double closing, protects you now as the seller right? Fully. Okay, Luke, the question is, are you using Max Real REI Rail yet? What about On Carrot websites? On Carrot, we're using them REI Rail. We are trying to figure some things out with our marketing because we got to shift some of our marketing things around. But I should be hitting him up and getting that probably sometime, I would say, this coming week. Because we got some marketing things that we got to figure out. Because we now dumping like 35 to 40 G's in direct mail, so we need to diversify and figure it out. And then the wife got to re-pull the list and things like that again, and so she's trying to figure it out. Ba-da-ba-bum. All right, you guys, any other questions, drop it in the comment as we are wrapping this up. Audra, I can't pronounce your name. Khang, do you use Repo Gateway? I heard about Repo Gateway that you can get divorce, pre-foreclosure, etc. But no, I don't use them. Green, what up? V, hey Khang, you're home? V, happy Sunday. Okay, you guys, any other questions, drop it in the comment. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'm going to put in my Instagram name right on here. Khang.WTM. Boom. Follow me on IG, you guys. And if you are interested and serious and want to purchase my King Kong Seller Script package, the link is in the descriptions. Goes to wholesale2million@gmail.com. I'll punch in the website right now for those of you who's interested. And I'd love to see you guys be a part of the Massive Action Taker Facebook family. And let's take your life and your business to a whole another level. So wholesale2million.com. That's the website. Go check it out. But you get all the contract that I use. I share with you all the contract. I do a video on each and every single one of them, how to fill it out. So don't worry. I got you covered. So don't worry, okay? Khang, what will be your next car to purchase? Mike Lane. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or maybe I do a lease. But obviously you guys know that I finally got my dream car, and that is the AMG C63S 2018, 510 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. But this is the next one I'm gonna get. It's the Ferrari. I think I like the Ferrari F12. It's either the F12 or the 488 Spider. But it's gonna be in red. And that goal, I have it on my vision board here for January 2021. So 2021. So I got 3 years to go and get it. I'm sorry, man. I mean, there's just so many questions. Spring Team TV, I keep getting ignored. Well, Team, what is your question? Okay, your question is, hey, man, how do I target 500K cash plus cash buyer? Spring Team TV, like, I don't know your question. Hey, man, how do I target 500K plus cash buyer? Okay, let me try to see what you're trying to ask. So you're trying to ask is, hey, how do I target? So how do you find buyers, cash buyer for houses or property that's over 500K? If that's what you're asking, it's the exact same way as you find all the other cash buyer. all right? It's just that you're in an area right now where house prices are really high, but it also means that there should be cash buyer that has that kind of money, all right? So it's the same way. Okay, you guys, couple last questions and we're going to wrap it up. But Sky said, can you please answer my question? I need advice. Okay, what's your question? Pop it in the comment right now as we're wrapping up. Oh my God. Okay, what's your question? Man, I really try to answer as many questions as I can, but a lot of times some of the questions just too long. So when I read it, it's hard for my brain to wrap it around because obviously Khang is a high school dropout, so his reading skill is just horrible here. Hey man, love your video, Khang, for all the great content. Thank you. This is from William Holland. Thank you, man. I have a quick questions. Okay, hopefully it's quick. How do you handle a wholesale deal when the seller is requiring 0-day inspection? You can't, man. I mean, they gotta be an inspection period. So you just need to let the seller know. Even if they put their property on the market, any buyer that's gonna buy it will gonna have to inspect the property. Nobody, you just tell the seller, nobody's gonna buy your house without seeing it, right? Nobody gonna buy your house without going to see, like going to inspect your property, going to check out your property. Because what if you tell us, hey, the repair is only 20,000, and we based on what you say, and we buy for this amount, figuring it's going to need 20,000, and all of a sudden when we bought at the house, it turned out to be 50,000. Well, I mean, you don't want us to, you probably don't want to do that to us, or if that was you, would you do it, right? And you can ask the seller. But you just tell the seller that, and don't try to cause any conflict with the seller. If they just don't, they're just not motivated. Saul and Khang, is your script a whole thing? First call, offer call, realtor prospect, and cash buyer script. Sultan, so let me tell you what the script is. There's two parts to the King Kong seller script. One is that whether you're calling in or you're cold calling out, your job on that script is to gather all the information on the property. And I'll share with you what question you need to ask to get all the information, all right, including getting motivation from why the seller's selling, and also to is getting sellers to give you price. The second phone call, which is the second part to the script, is that's when you call back to make the offer. All right, there's only two. That's all you need. I don't have one that you call and talk to cash buyer, man. But I do some, I do upload some video that I talk to cash buyer when you join the private Facebook group. I share like more things, right? I share more things when you're on the private Facebook group. But there's really no script, man. As for a cash buyer, I mean, it's pretty regular conversation. Hey, we got a deal here. You guys want to check it out? But I can do a video and pop that on the Facebook group if you want to jump on and request that, because it's only a few questions. Delano Johnson, were you scared when you quit your job? Yes. I want to let you guys know that, I have the same fears. I have fear. I have fear. I have stress. I come across speed bump hurdles that I like, oh my God. I have to watch motivational videos sometimes. Yes. Answer is yes, right? I want to let you guys know that yes. And the reason why I'm sharing with you guys is sometimes I share with you guys how I overcome those kind of things. So hopefully you can understand and maybe you can relate and overcome it yourself. But when I first quit my job, for those of you who don't know, I worked for this company for 8 years. And because I was not exposed, or nobody around me exposed me to this kind of business, right? So I worked for this company for 8 years. And when I finally decided to put in my notice, I was so scared. I put in my notice, and then a week, so I put in my 2 weeks notice. A week or a couple days before I have to go, I went into the manager office and asked for my 2 weeks back. And I said, and this is what I said. I said, Ruben was the manager, the lab manager. I said, Ruben, I'm sorry, man. I didn't say man, but I said, Ruben, I'm so sorry, but I don't think that I'm ready for this. I just don't really think I'm ready for this. Can I get my 2 weeks notice back? Can I continue working here? And because I was such a good worker, you guys, I was such a good worker when when I first started, you guys, when I first started the company, we were trying to save gas and everything else, right? We had an old 97 Honda. It was only one car. You know, my wife and I had to use it. I called Pool. I went and called Pool with this Vietnamese guy because we worked in the same company just to save gas money. And I did that for a long time, to call Pool with people to work. And I was so scared. I came in to get my 2 weeks notice back. And I was such a good worker that they accept the 2 weeks back. And then like a month later, I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like the wife said, Khang, that's it. Drop it. Let's go. So, with the, obviously with the wife's support, went in, drop it. And then the manager said, Khang, this is it. Are you ready? Because we're not going to play a game where you're going to come in and you're going to ask for it back. This is it. And I said, Ruben, yes, I am ready. And I said, thank you, Ruben, for accepting my first. I apologize, but I'm ready. I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to take my life to the next level. I'm ready. But yes, I was scared as heck, man. I was so scared. But a lot of times you guys got to understand is that, you can't do the same thing and expect a different results. So I know that I can't continue working there and then, and then expect that, my life is going to get to the next level. And I know that I need to go at this full time. So yeah, man, it was definitely tough. It was definitely tough. And I remember the day that I walked out of there, it feels so good. And that's right now is my main focus, is to get John. For those of you who haven't followed my mentoring journey with John, is my first, my most priority right now is to help John get his first wholesale deal done as quickly as possible, because he wants to quit his job and go at this full time. And I know that for him to get quicker results, he needs to go at this full time, because he's working at a job right now where it takes too much. Where it takes too much of his time. Did you close the 800K deal? I'm not sure which one you mean, Mike Lane. I'm not sure if you talk about the apartment building, but if that's what you talk about, yes. All right, you guys, that is all the time we got. I want to say, well, okay, JD, what I meant to, but I don't want to spend on that when I can spend on resource. All right, you guys, I want to say thank you so much for all of you guys' time. Thank you for joining me live here on Sunday. If you guys find this video valuable, and if you do enjoy it, smash the thumbs up for me and let me know. I want to say thank you so much. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. And I want to say thank you so much for your time, for everything that you guys have done to the channel, helping the channel grow. And I really want to see if we can reach 20,000 subscriber by the end of the year. And that is definitely, I don't know how it's going to work, but that's definitely a challenge, right? So anyways, you guys, thank you so much to every single one of you guys. I truly And I say this from the bottom of my heart, is I truly wish the best for every single one of you guys. I wish that you guys were able to close your first wholesale deal so you can quit the job that you don't like, so you can go on this and create and live the lifestyle that you truly want. And let me tell you one thing, man. When you don't wake up to an alarm clock, when you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, anytime does not matter, right? There's just no time, no schedule. That is when life becomes so much more fun. And when you already have, and when you start, and when you have all of your bills, all of your like normal expense like taken care of, making money will be much funner, because all you think about, wake up every day, it's not worry about bills, how you're gonna pay this, but like, hey, how can I make more? So you all, so when you got everything else taken care of, making money will be much more funner, because you already think about just making more money. You're not stressing out of taking care of bills and things like that. And I used to wake up at, and people at my work said, Khang, you will get used to it. Wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. It took me half an hour to drive to my work, so which means I gotta wake up about 4 o'clock in the morning, get ready, right, and then leave the house by 4:30 a.m., drive out to my work. And I did that for 8 years. And people say, Khang, you're going to get used to it. Well, let me tell you, I never got used to it. I never got used to it, and I hate it. I wake up every morning and I want to take a hammer. I want to take a hammer, and I just want to blow up my alarm clock. But I don't want to do it because I was like, oh man, now I got to go and buy another alarm clock. Right? And at that time, you guys, I started out working for this company making $8.50. And so is my wife. And our goal and dream was to become a millionaires. You guys know how fantasized that was? It was such a fantasy, but it was such a fantasy to us. But my wife, she kept that dreams. She held that dreams, and we distanced our friend, we distanced our family, and we stayed freaking focused, man. We stayed focused. No vacation, no trip, no partying, no out going out having fun with friends. When you see your friends out partying, taking some pictures, sending to you, you'll be like, oh my God, and you're at home like just working, or you're working, you're just grinding away. But let me tell you one thing. Now it's reversed. We do whatever the heck we want, whenever we want, go on many vacations we want. We even offer to pay for their trip. And guess what? They can't even go. Some either have the money, don't have the time, or either have the time but don't have the money. See, they're not willing to make this short-term pain sacrifice. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to make the long-term sacrifice, which means they're going to work for a company until they're 65, 70, hoping for the, looking for retirement, 401k, and that's what they're going to live off their retirement. You guys, there's never something for nothing in life. There's always an exchange, and there's always a price that you have to pay. You just have to ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price now for the success and for the life that you want, that you truly believe that you deserve? And trust me, man, it just feels so good, right? It just feels so good. All the hard work and all the sacrifice that you have made, man, pays off. And that's when it's like the taste of success. It tastes so good. You prove to everybody, you prove to everyone that they were wrong about you, that that you started from bottom and then you work your way up to the top. And your story, and then before I end this, I want to say one thing. For those of you who are going through some tough time, whatever your situation is right now, whatever circumstance, situation, whatever that is you're in right now, whether you are in debt, you have bills up to your eyeballs, like your bills like up to here, and your goal is to be financially free and be a millionaire or whatever it is. Let me tell you, or maybe you're crashing at your parents' basement, or maybe you're living with a friend in a dorm, or maybe you're renting out a bedroom. Whatever that is, let me tell you something. Your stories is what sells. Let that be the best story that anybody ever heard. All right, you guys, Because like my story wouldn't be inspiring and wouldn't be good if Khang came over here. He's already born in a rich family, and now that he makes more money, like so let your stories be the inspiration for you to succeed. So one day you can tell people your story of how you made it to inspire those people that are like you and give them hope, right? Give them hope and give them hope that they too can do it. So let your story, let the struggles that you're going through right now be the best stories ever written. All right, you guys. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I wish you guys all the best, and thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.